and then picks up the banana on the ground, and then throws that banana.
Who thought it was a good idea to give this man 2 banana peels?
I plead the fifth.
Too much power, man.
Way too much power.
Are you responsible for... Anyways, we are rolling here with more top 32 at the top side of the bracket here with Awestin going up against Akito. Both of these guys did a pretty handy job of dismantling their pools matches, and Awestin is immediately trying to call us back to, you know, what he did the last time that he played Akito, which was down air him twice in a row. But, you know, Akito's starting off with the lead so far, and Snake will oftentimes do that because he's really good at playing the trade game.
For sure, and a lot of times, it's not even necessarily a trade game sometimes. Like, sometimes you just get caught by a grenade, and then you get hit by another grenade, and then you're been in hit stun for so long at that point, that Snake's just like, okay, well, I know where you're going to be, so I'm just going to put this back air right here waiting for you, and now you're at 60.
Gets to set up whatever he does. Man, that Pika Thunder just blasting that grenade right out of his hands. This has got to certainly be a matchup that Awestin has been labbing for quite some time, given the amount of interactions he's had with MVD that haven't really gone in his way.
For sure, yeah. It's definitely one of the most important matchups for him as a top-level player.
As a person, yeah.
Yeah, like MVD's going to be one of the biggest demons.
So, you know, getting this chance to go up against Akito, doing a whole lot of the same that we see against MVD, and particularly one of those things is that juggle game that MVD does a really good job of circumventing, and it looks like Akito is having a little bit more trouble getting around that PK Thunder. I think, you know, mixing up the movement in the air with the grenades and everything, just like that, is the exact way he needs to get around Ness.
Definitely, yeah. The burst movement from moving around like that is so important.
Oh my gosh.
That hit lag on that the projectile off stage just gave him enough time to actually set up the F smash.
Not only that, but, you know, it was a scramble situation, and Awestin didn't want to get you know, stuck on a ledge against a Snake for longer than he needed to be. But wow, that Akito Thunder, that's
too high.
It's not even that, because we see that MVD gets a lot of success going that high and doesn't get hit by the PK Thunder all that often. It's just that you know, Akito needs to be more wily with his movement if he is going to be going so high.
I don't know, man. I feel like at that point in time, he's like, the PK Thunder was chasing so close behind him that there wasn't even time for him to actually move anywhere. Like, that situation, he was just, yeah.
Oh, I thought Awestin was far enough off stage, but he got like the 90 spike.
Okay, yep, good reaction on the up tilt.
Boy, Snake has got so many close range tools, and nobody wants to talk about it.
you know, his up tilt's frame 3.
Up tilt's frame 6, you know. Everybody wants to talk about grenades, though, so, you know. Oh my gosh, the wiggles!
Ooh, yeah, he's definitely giving him some wiggling here. Wiggling my words around. There's so much he's moving.
A snake can scramble you, man. It can get quick. Awestin just all of a sudden having trouble approaching Akito in a safe way. It was opening him up pretty well at the beginning of the game, but now it's not happening as much for him.
Yeah, the Akito's defensive dashing movement has definitely been a big part of that, but now got him on the juggles. Oh, a little bit too far up.
But because of that little clip, he gets it back. He got his up B back, and the footstool. Dude, Akito gave it back to Awestin. What you did to Akito a while back. Akito was like, I'll remember this.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's tech.
What a footstool, man. That was nice. I also like the way the lighting has that. Akito looks like the punished Akito from that other camera angle. And he's ready to go, man. I mean, he's got that game 1 victory on Awestin with a character that, man, you know, I thought that, you know, maybe Awestin playing against MVD, it was just like, yeah, MVD's that just step above Awestin, but this could really quickly be turning into just a character mental block for our local Ness.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job dealing with the explosions as always, but as soon as Akito started dashing back defensively and like letting Awestin come to him, he had a lot harder time with it. Which I feel like is going to be a problem with Ness overall. Ness is really, really great. He's really scrappy. He's got great buttons. They're all great on block. They'll lead into great things like this. But he doesn't have to get close enough to actually hit them. If you stay away from him, it can be very tempting to just like, oh, I'm going to press buttons and like discount the fact that the opponent is moving away from you, so you can't actually hit him with those.
And especially a guy like Awestin, you know, or early on, especially with a lot of his success, he was getting in a lot and working with his aggressive playstyle because his threat zone is larger than people bargained for in the beginning because they didn't consider how the side magnet you know, extended that. But now that people know what to do when the side magnet comes out, it now becomes a mix-up tool rather than a way to extend. Speaking of extending, Awestin getting more damage than he probably should have.
Yeah, that was a nice exchange on his part for sure.
Oh my gosh, and Akito just waiting for the opportunity to hit that up tilt. He knows that if he's anywhere near the Ness, he will connect it.
Oh, the
A nice recovery mix-up.
Yeah, the up B there. A little bit interesting matching there. He may have been actually looking for the explosion trade to lead into an up air, but scramble's not working out in Austin's favor.
Possibly. I think Austin's just so used to pummeling when you really can't against Snake.
Yeah, most characters, most players really are, because generally you want to pummel a couple times. Just put on a little extra damage before you actually, you know, do your throw. Not a thing you should be doing against Snake.
Oh my gosh, the movement?
Sometimes the pummel from the throw itself can actually detonate grenades that are at Snake's speed. So, yeah. Don't pummel Snake. It's a bad idea.
just be careful. All right, Awestin. Just going to magnet right through it. Does not wait around to get the heals because he's been shown before by people like Ultimate Razor and MVD that if you commit to healing from that mortar, you are also committing to the idea that you might get up tilted for it.
Definitely. They're definitely, because the mortar has so low end lag, barely left.
He lived that exclusively because he healed from a grenade earlier. Oh, this
nice
could be death.
Yeah,
is he going to go for the
really
downer?
low.
Yes, he is. Continuing to do it the way that he always has whenever Snake has to Cypher low. Put the foot on him.
Just step on their Cypher real quick. Whoops, this is yours.
Akito hit him with a footstool at the end of that game 1. Awestin hit him with a mega footstool at the end of game 2.
The ultimate foot to head.
Says, look, I can send you back quicker. Check this out.
Okay, going to get game 3 now. Going to be Akito's counter pick, which is interesting because I see Akito go to Smashville a decent amount, and that was the stage Awestin did just beat him on.
Yeah, I think that again though. When it comes to playing against Awestin and playing against Ness, going to that bigger stage where you can dash back and make him whiff, so Town and City being that choice for Akito, being a very large stage, he gets a lot of chances to give up some stage control when Awestin wants to approach him and make him whiff those aerials, and if he doesn't get his punish or if Awestin does hit him, you know, he gets more room to reset and have that room for error.
Definitely, and those platforms are also going to be potentially spots where he can land, but still got that platform in the center where he can set up his explosion haven.
And especially, you know, on that city transformation, you know, here on the town transformation, yeah, that middle platform is going to be huge for Akito, and Awestin can't really just escape to those upper right platforms because that forces him to commit to the double jump if he wants to do that. But on the city transformation later, that can end up being really, really good for Awestin if Akito doesn't control it properly with C4 and the grenades.
But now here, getting at the FD transformation, no platforms to put any bombs on, no safe spaces to land. Jumping like that's going to be kind of questionable against Ness.
Oh, gotta be really careful about taking to the skies because those aerials, not only do they hit hard, they don't have a whole lot of ending lag either.
No, they do not. Very, very safe stuff. Awestin always going to be looking to be landing on those down.
He stuck him. Awestin stuck. He actually stuck him in midair. I did not even realize that.
I didn't even see that. Wow. That was fast.
Akito, however, he's not detonating that C4 right now because I don't think he knows where it is. I don't think he necessarily knows if that's on Awestin, on him, or on the ground.
It's going to blow up by itself eventually.
Yeah, so you gotta, at some point, you gotta take the risk and say, go for it. Akito may be seeing that it's on him. Well, if he could see it on that suit, big ups to him.
Okay, I think it has...
Oh, here, it was already gone at some point.
Yeah, so. Hard to say exactly when, but...
Possibly fell off stage.
Yeah. It also possibly transferred over back to Akito because he grabbed him, and, you know, sticky C4 can do that.
Possibly.
Ooh, okay, interesting choice. Definitely looking for the stage spike with the back air there.
Okay. Awestin's still chasing with these PK Thunders, though. Don't know what on earth that was all about.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one, Chief.
Awestin has done some questionable PK Thunders, but sometimes they land, and I'm like, well, all right, that one was not landing in any universe.
Yeah, and at this point in time, it can be tempting to just start throwing haymakers whenever you're up 3-1, but...
And you want to say, no, I don't have a character problem. Get out of my face!
You have a character problem.
Your mom has a character problem. He killed himself.
Okay. Yeah. Very close there. Strong stuff from Awestin. Akito had a pretty good showing the first 2 games. That last one, Awestin kind of ran away with it.
Dude, oh my God. Austin just walked off. Y'all couldn't see it, but Austin just walked off, grabbed a handful of Doritos that was offered to him, and just put it into his mouth. And just let the spare Doritos just fall down his beard.